Well, the data is suggesting it's going to be a cold winter here for the housing market. It is Wednesday, February the 19th, and this is Markets with Megan. Please, if you like this podcast, please subscribe, hit that alarm bell, and share it with friends and colleagues. So let's dig in. Today, we're going to talk about the data we got on the housing market. We started this morning with housing starts and building permits, and this is on top of yesterday's NAHB Homebuilder Sentiment Index. The Homebuilder Sentiment Index was weak, as was the housing data that we got today for housing starts. Housing starts fell at the fastest pace that we've seen in 10 months. This was broad-based. This was, when you look at single family or multifamily, this was the first time we've seen single family home construction actually decline since October. And we saw double-digit drops in 3 out of the 4 regions that are monitored here. It's the only region that we saw increase on both the multi and single family homes was the West. So this does show us that there is some weather-related disruption in this data. We'll see if we get a big pickup in February, but we do think some of this is weather-related, especially when you look at the regions. Also, don't forget that we did see the mortgage rate rise to the highest level that we saw since May of last year in January. So that probably did impact as well. When you look at the sentiment indicators that we got yesterday, all 3 of those components, confidence on not only the current situation, but the prospective buyer traffic, as well as future expectations, they all declined. The expectation component in that index was the biggest drop we've seen since the start of pandemic. And this was attributed to the concern around what tariffs will do to housing prices because of the input costs for homes. So what is this doing to the market today? The equity markets are lower, and we're seeing basically flat fixed income markets. Housing data doesn't get a huge amount of market action, and that's primarily because there is still a lot more to come. We'll get existing home sales, pending home sales, but also it is very volatile data point because of the fact that it can be weather related. That's all that we have today. We'll be back. We have some more this week. As I mentioned, we'll have more home sale information, and we'll have some more information on the manufacturing side. If you like this podcast, again, you can see some further history of ours on marketswithmegan.fm. Thank you.